Hey, it's the Yogi Mama. We are at day 4 of our gratitude series. So whether this is your first day or you've been with us the whole time, welcome. Today's focus is low lunge, but even more than that, today's focus is our heart, creating space inside of us to have a spirit of gratitude. Stay tuned. There's a lot of good things coming your way. So here we are, day 4, and our focus today is the low lunge. Every pose that we are focusing on across these 30 days of gratitude are all intended to do wonderful physical things for our body, but the deep, deep impact of what we're doing is we are focusing on opening up our physical chest, which means that we're unlocking the power within our heart. That heart chakra right here at the center of your chest, that beautiful green glowing light, it is subtle energy that is available to you all the time as long as you keep it unblocked. And so all the physical work we're going to do today is going to be focused on just silencing the world, stopping the clutter, stopping the noise, all the distractions, to tap into the energy that really was yours all along. So I want you to start off in a seated position. I want you to listen to your body. I want you to block out the world, place your hands on your knees and close your eyes. Notice as you're sitting here, just kind of how everything feels, how your bottom feels sitting on the mat, or wherever you found yourself, how your shoulders feel as they're just kind of dropping to the sides. Your neck feels long. Relax the muscles in your face. Tell yourself that you deserve these next few moments. The world will not end. Things will not crash. Things will not break just because you're spending time taking care of you. In fact, once you leave this time, the way you'll be able to take care of all the things in your life will be so much better. Your cup will be filled up, you'll be nourished, and you'll be ready to do whatever it is that you need to do. All right, let's open up our eyes. We're going to roll through what we call seated cat-cow to get our breath started. Our goal is that our inhales and exhales are the same length. That's how we create that first part of balance. So your hands are going to be on your knees. Let me show you what it looks like, and then we're going to roll through a few of those together. When it's time for seated cow, that's the inhale. And so you breathe in from your belly, you tilt your head back, and you open up your chest. That's your cow. And then on your exhale, your chin rolls toward your chest and your shoulders toward your ears, your back arches. That's seated cat. And we're going to just roll through the breath just like that, inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat. Same length of time to inhale as it takes to exhale. Here we go. Hands are on the knees. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in from your belly. Let it fill with air. Inhale, look up. Head tips back. Seated cow. Exhale, roll the shoulders toward the ears, chin toward the chest, seated cat. Inhale, drop those shoulders, look up, cow. Exhale, cat, arching the back, chin toward the chest. Keep it going like that. Inhaling, look up to cow. Exhale, rolling into that arched back to cat. Keep going, inhaling to cow, take the gaze up. Exhaling to cat, take the gaze to the belly button. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look at the belly button. 1 more. Inhale, look up. Exhale to the belly button. Come back to a nice seated position. Shoulders are dropping. I want you to take your right arm, hold it up. Bend the elbow so that the palm of the right hand's coming to that shoulder. Take the left hand, hang on to the right elbow, pull it back ever so slightly, sit up nice and tall. You should feel this stretch happening right here down the back of your arm. Spine lengthening. Breath is still steady. Let's release, unroll everything. Let those shoulders roll a couple times. Take the left hand, turn it as you bend the elbow so the palm is touching that shoulder blade. Take the right hand, grab the left elbow, gently begin to pull it up. So we're trying to straighten that arm as much as we can. Already opening up these chest muscles, even opening up the armpit just a bit. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And release. All right, we're going to roll into all 4. So come into what we call tabletop position. So all 4s. Your wrists are stacked under your shoulders. Your knees are stacked under your hips. Tops of the feet are on the mat. Back is straight. Look at your hands. Same thing with cat-cow. We're going to roll through 5 rounds here. Inhale from the belly. Drop it down. Look up. Cow. Exhale, chin to the chest. Arch the back. Cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. I want you to move the spine with the breath. 3 more. Cow and cat. 2 more. Cow and cat. 1 more. And cat. And then come back to a neutral spine. From here, we're already in all fours. I want you to take your hands, walk them up ahead of you. We're going to let the bottom kind of poke up. Let the head go toward the mat, coming into puppy pose. So I really want your shoulders stretching up. Hands are reaching as high as your body will allow. Your forehead is on the mat. Your bottom's kind of sticking up in the air, but don't worry. That's exactly how it should be. I want you to feel the stretch through the armpits, the backs of the shoulders, stretching down the arms. Keep feeling the way of those fingers up higher above the head if you can. Stretch and breathe. Let's take 2 more full breaths here. 1 more. Start to walk the hands back to where your face is and lift yourself off the ground. And now our work today is going to be about low lunge. That means we need to have our core ready to go. So we're going to play around with forearm plank. Don't worry. Don't let it scare you. Forearm plank is one of the greatest things you can do for yourself, for your body, for your distractions, for your mind, and of course, for your core. So we're back here on all fours. We're going to take our forearms, we're going to put them on the mat. You've got some choices. You can just put them right like this, spread the fingers out, hang out right here. You can make fists with the hands, or the way I like to do it is I like to put my hands together. So my arms are actually in an upside down V. It's totally whatever helps to balance you better. Send one of your legs back as the knee comes up. Send the other leg back. We're going to hold right here 5 breaths for this first one. Then we're going to drop the knees, and then we're going to come back up. Keep breathing. 3 more breaths. Root into those forearms. You can do this. 1 more breath. Take the knees down. Come back to all fours. We're easing our way into forearm plank. Each time we're going to hold just a little bit longer. This next round, the breaths are going to increase. Not the rate, just how many we do. And then if you need to drop your knees, I'm going to show you how to do that. But let me first tell you, just have a seat and listen. Forearm plank is not all about mastering a plank. Your forearm plank, it truly is one of your power poses. Whenever we do things like the low lunge that we're going to focus on today, we think that we need our belly. This is what you think of as your core. You need all of this engaged. That's not true. Your core is like this big giant corset wrapping around you. It is all of these abdominal muscles, but it's also your obliques and it's your low back. A lot of us think we have low back issues, and really what we need is more core strength, and then the low back will take care of itself. So here we go. The first one we did was 5 breaths. This next one's going to be 10. Take your forearms down. Put them however you want them to be. When you're ready, send one leg back, lift the knee, send the other leg back. So you're on the balls of the feet, the heels are pushing back, you're looking at your hands. We got 10 breaths here. Now I'm going to show you what you can do if you need to put the knees down. Keep the balls of the feet rooting down, just drop your knees. You're still in plank. Your spine is still long, you are still breathing. We've made it halfway, you got 5 more breaths. Knees up or knees down, it's your choice. 3 more. Last one. Now everybody's knees down. Keep your feet together. Take everything back into a child's pose. So chest coming down toward the thighs, forehead coming down toward the mat, palms are reaching high above the head. And child's pose is where we rest. We don't just push, push, push. We've got to balance the pushing and the restoration. So we ask our body to do things like forearm plank, and then we give our body something like child's pose, and everything's beginning to work all together as it should. Take 2 more breaths here in child's pose. Slowly come back up. Let's come to standing. I think we are ready to work. So we've warmed up the core. We've warmed up everything that we're going to need to do what we need to do today. Low lunge is the focus. So is the heart. It is time for gratitude. So let's come to standing on our mat. Feet are hip width apart, arms are alongside you, palms are opened up, gaze is straight ahead. Let's take 2 cycles of breath to get the arms moving. Inhale, lift, palms meet at the top, exhale, draw them down. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift, palms meet, exhale, draw them down. All right, now we're ready to fold. Inhale, lift, Hinge from your hips. Exhale as you bow. We're coming into a forward fold. Bend those knees as much as you need to. Let the arms just hang. Once you get into your forward fold, you can let the arms hang. You can grab opposite elbows. You can also let the hands just begin to make their way down to the ground. Not everyone can touch the ground. Bend the knees as much as you need to. The only rule in this forward fold, well, besides the fact that you got to keep breathing, is hang the head, look at the knees. And as you're hanging the head, looking at the knees, your chest is just melting toward those thighs. Your hamstrings, the backs of your legs are stretching. Your hips are reaching up, and all you're doing is looking at those knees. Couple more breaths right here. All right, here we go. We're going to slide the hands onto our shins. If you've been with me for a while, you know about the half lift. So lift up, keep your spine straight, lengthen through your tailbone all the way through your head. Chest is pushing through the shoulders. And now bend the knees, hands spread wide, step back to plank. It's not the forearm plank, it's the high plank. You can do this, stay up, you've got this. We're going to take the knees down in just a second. Arms are strong, gaze is at the hands. Exhale, knees go down, lower the thighs, the chest, flip your feet over. Keep your elbows tucked close by your body as you lift into cobra. Use that inhale to bring the chest up. Curl the toes. Push back on the exhale to the knees, lift the hips, take a little step in, you're in down dog. I should be able to put 1 or 2 fists in between your feet. That's about how wide they are. Fingers are spread wide. I want you to do a hand check, but don't look at them, just feel. You want the base of your hand and the backs of your knuckles pressing into the mat so the weight is evenly distributed. We're not trying to put all the weight into our wrist. Heels can be up or down, knees can be bent or straight. Just look at your legs. That's all you got to do. Now we shift the gaze to the hands. Walk your feet or take 1 step with 1 foot, 1 step with the other. Hands on the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale as you sweep, rise up. Arms overhead. Exhale, draw the hands down. You've made it through a full sun salutation, which means you've engaged more muscles than you probably even knew that you had. All right, things are warming up. This next round, we're going to add just a little miniature version of this low lunge, and then each time we're going to add a little bit more, opening up the chest and tapping into the heart. Here we go, stand tall, shoulders back, gaze straight ahead. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, we hinge and fold, bow down. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Hands on the shins, halfway lift, look up. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Bend the knees, plant your hands, step back to plank. You can do this. Keep the knees up if you can. If you can't, drop them, but you can try it right here. And now we're all taking the knees down, lowering the thighs, the chest. Flip your feet. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra. Curl the toes, push into the balls of the feet, back to the knees, lift the hips, down dog. We're going to be here a couple breaths. Get that weight distributed between all the parts of the hand. And then I told you we're going to add this little version of a lunge, not a deep one, just a tiny one. So leave your left leg down, lift your right leg up. Bend your right knee, bring the foot through, and as soon as you do, drop your back knee. Turn your back foot over and come up. Place your hands on your thigh right here. So all I want you to do right here for the first couple of breaths. So we're lifting up. What I want you to do is lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of the head. See how tall you can make yourself. Pressing those hands into the thigh, shoulders are down, gaze is straight ahead. Already you're feeling a little stretch in those left quad muscles, in the left hip flexors. Breathe through it. You've got this. We're easing our way into the lunge. Very carefully, we're going to start to bring the hands, put them around the right foot. Lift the back knee as you curl those toes, and now slowly kick the right leg up, three-legged dog. Bring it down. Back and down dog. Other side, same thing. First, find your down dog. And now, lift the left leg. Bend the left knee. Slowly bring it through. Left knee on top of left ankle. Take the right knee down. Turn the right foot over. Rise up. Hands on the left thigh. Same thing, other side. Look straight ahead. Lengthen from the top of your head, down your spine, extending through your tailbone. Press the hands into the thigh, shoulders come down, neck is long. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Take the hands. We're going to put them around the left foot again. As you curl the right toes, lift the right knee. You guessed it. Kick the left leg up, three-legged dog. Lower the foot. Pedal those heels. The way we pedal is bend one knee, plant the other heel. Bend the other knee, plant the opposite heel. Keep going. Pedal back and forth a couple times. This really challenges that weight distribution in your hands. And now take the eyes to the hands. Step one foot forward or walk them up. Step the other. Halfway lift. Hands are on the shins. Exhale, fold, bow down. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep up. Rise. Exhale, hands down through heart center. All right, we got 2 more rounds. Each time, we're going to add a little bit to the lunge. All righty, until by the time we get there, your heart's going to be open so much, it's going to be beating so strong, it's going to feel incredible. Here we go, stand tall. Everybody, breath is steady. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow and hinge, forward fold. Slide the hands onto your shins, look up halfway. Bend the knees, hands go to the mat, step back, step the other back, you're in plank. Hold, breathe. I'm always going with the knees. You have the option to forget the knees and go straight down. Otherwise, follow me. Knees, exhale. Chest, flip the feet over. Inhale, cobra, look up. Curl the toes, push back to the knees, lift your bottom. Down dog. All right, we're in our down dog. Weight distributed between the hands. Here we go. Right leg up again. Bend the right knee. Bring the foot through. This time, drop the back knee. Turn the back foot over. Arms come up. Rise up. So hands are not on the thigh this time. I want you to stay right here. If your shoulders are hunched by your ears, pull them down. So shoulders are pushing down. Fingers are drawing up. And now from here, what I want you to think about, take the gaze up. Push the left hip forward. Woo, you just felt a kick in. Left quad muscles are stretching. Heart is open. Gaze, only by taking the gaze up, you feel that difference. It's in the low back. It's in the left quads. 2 more breaths here. And take the hands, windmill them down. Turn those left toes. Lift the left knee. Now take the right leg up, three-legged dog. Lower, pedal out the heels. Walk it out, walk it out. Now let's do the other side. Here we go, left leg lifts. Bend the left knee. Bring the left foot through, immediately drop the right knee. Turn the right foot over, and instead of the hands coming to the thigh, arms are coming up. Same thing. Palms face each other. And now look up, push the right hip forward. Sink into that lunge a little more. I know you just felt those right glute muscles just kind of kick in. Keep pushing the hip forward. Look up. You're feeling it in your core. All the way around the low back. Breathe. And now take the gaze down as the hands follow. Turn the right toes over. Lift the right knee. Kick the left leg up. Three-legged dog. Lower, and I'm going to give you a little break here to restore. Take the knees wide. Big toes come together. Forehead to the mat. Bottom to the heels. Child's pose. You've got options in child's pose. You can keep the hands above the head. You can also put the hands in prayer and let them rest on the head. So they're actually drawing back towards your shoulders. But child's pose is your restoration. We don't come to child's pose just because we're tired or we think that we're in the wrong kind of shape or we've done something wrong. We come to child's pose because it's the beautiful complement to what we've just done. We can't just push our body. We push, we restore. We challenge, we nurture. That's where you find balance in everything that we do. Keep breathing into child's pose. Slowly, let's lift the gaze. Bring the hands back in. Bring the knees a little closer so you're in tabletop. We're going to finish that flow that we began. Curl the toes. Lift the knees. Down dog. Eyes are on the legs. Breathe. Remember in down dog, your knees can be bent. Your heels can be up. I just need you looking at your legs. Now, look at the hands. Walk the feet up or step them one at a time. Hands on the shins. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms, rise up. Exhale, lower the hands. Reset your mountain pose. If you've got a drink, you might want to grab one. We got one more round of that. We're going to add a little twist in our lunge, and then we're really going to know everything is nice and open. I'm going to flip around this other direction just to change things up a little bit. So when you're ready, find your mountain pose right here. Tadasana. Both feet firmly planted, arms alongside you, gaze straight ahead. Even the kneecaps are lifted just a little bit. You are breathing, and here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Hands come together. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands to your shins, look up halfway. Bend the knees, hands go down, step back to plank. Let's hold this plank for 2 full breaths if we can. If you need to put the knees down, do it. That's 1 breath. Do another one. You've got this. Now you can take the knees, lower the thighs, lower the chest, flip the feet. Inhale, cobra. Look up toward the ceiling this time. Really lift the gaze. Curl those toes, push back to your knees, lift your hips, down dog. Eyes are on the legs. I told you we had 1 more lunge, adding a twist, so here we go. Right leg lifts, bend the right knee, bring the right foot through, and again, drop that back knee, turn the back foot over. First, let's rise up, finding our low lunge. Hands are overhead, palms facing each other. Look up as you press that left hip forward. Feel the left quads. Now, bring the hands to prayer. We're still pressing the left hip. Twist so that the left elbow comes on the outside of the right leg, or wherever you can get it. Hold here. So that right elbow is going up toward the ceiling, or it's going however much your body's going to allow it to. Feel the twist. We're nice and balanced. Our left shin is on the mat, keeping us rooted in the back. Our right foot in the front. Come back, release, rise up. Look up at the sky, press the left hip forward, and then windmill the hands down. Curl the left toes, lift the back knee, kick the right leg up. Lower, pedal out your heels. You've got 1 side to go. First down dog. Gaze is on the legs. Breathe. I'm going to flip it around so I can see you once I twist. Here we go. Left leg lifts. Bend the left knee. Bring the left foot through. Drop the back knee. Turn the right foot over. Rise up, low lunge. Gaze goes to the ceiling. Palms facing each other. Neck is long. Now press that right hip forward. Ooh, feel that quad stretch. Opening those hip flexors. Hands come to prayer. Gaze goes straight. We twist. Right elbow toward the left leg. Left elbow toward the sky. Take the gaze up as much as you can. You've got this. Challenge yourself right here. Come back to center. Raise up those arms. Press the right hip forward. And windmill the hands. Curl the right toes. Lift the right knee. Let's kick it up. 3-legged down dog. Lower. Pedal. Couple times. Best part of down dog is pedaling out those heels. Take the eyes to the hands. Step 1 foot forward or walk them up. Step the other. Halfway lift. Hands are on the shins. Exhale, fold. We're going to stay right here. Hanging out in this fold. The forward fold is one of the best forms of therapy that there is for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. We think it's about just giving some relief to those muscles. But what's happening in this forward fold, as your head hangs, the crown of your head is opening up. You can't hang on to the stress because it's just pouring out. You can't hang on to it. Whatever burdens you are carrying, your shoulders are not holding them right now because your shoulders are just letting go. I'm telling you, forward fold, best therapy that there is. Breathe into it. Keep breathing. And then slowly put a bend in the knees. Inhale, we sweep the arms. Everybody rise. Arms overhead. Hands together. Exhale, draw them down. And release. You did it. All right, I want you to stand nice and tall in mountain pose. What I want you to do is as we stand in mountain pose, feet are hip width apart. Take your left hand, put it on your heart. Take your right hand, put it on your belly. close your eyes. I want you just to feel the breath moving the hands, and maybe you feel the heartbeat as well. And as we stand here, I want you to imagine the color green. Whether you know about chakras or subtle energies, that does not matter. But you know the color green. I want you to picture it right now. Whatever shade comes to your mind with your eyes closed. The color green. The color of springtime. Of new life. Of buds on the tree. Of fresh grass as it's growing. Green. The color of nourishment. The color of your heart chakra, which tells you that everything you've just done for these last few moments was nourishing your heart so it could glow, so you could tap into the energy that was already yours. Open up your eyes, release your hands. Let's come down to the mat. Have a seat on your bottom. What I want you to do is just have a seat first. Once you're down, bring your knees up, bring your hands behind you. Lean your head back and just windshield wiper your knees side to side. So just rock on those hips. Oh, chest is still open. One more. Beautiful. Now come back up. Let's cross our legs. We're going to roll through a few more of those cat-cows. And what I want you to notice is how much more open and full your chest, your rib cage feel this time. Before we were just tipping our head back, trying to look up. Now I want you to notice how open things feel just because of the work you've done. Hands on the legs, sit up nice and tall. Inhale from the belly. Look up, tip the head back, let the shoulders just drop. Cow. Exhale, rolling into cat. Shoulders to the ears, chin to the chest. Inhale, cow. Drop those shoulders, look up. Lift the chest. Exhale, cat. Arch the back. Look at your belly button. Inhale, cow. Look up. Exhale, cat. One more. Such a nourishing, incredible posture. Cat to cow. Come back up all the way. Let's take those shoulders, roll them back. Because when we do things like the low lunge, not only does it begin to challenge our low back, it works our shoulders. Let's roll them forward. That should feel really nice. All right, I want you to take your hands back onto your legs and just close your eyes. We're going to end our time together in a seated position. Just let your hands rest lightly on your legs. I want you to close your eyes. First and foremost, tell yourself thank you. You can do it audibly. No one's listening to you. Just say thank you. Thank you for carving out time to be on your mat. Whether this is a ritual for you or this is something new, creating new patterns, new habits, tell yourself thank you. We show up on our mats because we think we're going to get a physical benefit, but what I want you to realize, as you felt that heart beating a while ago, is the physical benefit is just the surface of what we're doing. The word yoga means unity. We're uniting our mind, our body, and our spirit together. The physical self, the mental, emotional self, the spiritual self. Uniting, breathing, thriving. With your eyes closed, bring your hands to prayer. And not only do we thank ourselves for showing up, I want to thank you as well. Every time you are on your mat and I am on mine, I and you, we each experience peace, which means somewhere in our path, wherever our corner of the world is, we're spreading peace as well. And isn't that exactly what our world needs? Bow your head gently. Namaste.